Hi, today's video is brought to you by Buy Me a Coffee, and not the official website, but by a fan. You can support this channel just like they did by following the link in the description below. Or if you prefer, you can type it into your hyperlink window. buymeacoffee.com/losttogod is a great way to support this channel. However, anyone watching is still continuing to support this channel, so I thank you for your time. It's a valuable resource. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Thank you so much for your time, and let's get into it. Global faction. Oh, well, this video is old. 9 years ago. Okay. LOWKEY went for 5 years, but was still the king the whole time. Okay.
His young life was as delicate as the wing of a butterfly and as fragile as a spider's web. For him we cry, 'cause when he dies, we all do.
Oh no, dude. This is going to radicalize me as a Republican, isn't it?
Did Ahmed not deserve a life? Ahmed never hurt a fly. Ahmed never knew the politicians he was murdered by. Certain times Ahmed wished that he could be a bird and fly beyond the sky, escape the curse of birth that he was burdened by. Ahmed never grew to let your racism internalize. Water poured from every pore in his corpse while the nurses cried. Ahmed,
I mean, gotta go back later. Hell yeah, dude. Be safe, Stuart. One, hell yeah. Almost looks like the Triforce, but I know it's not. I'm gonna probably say stuff that offends people on this video. I agree that America being involved in conflicts abroad can have negative consequences, and people unfortunately pay a hefty price for that. And it's very privileged from my privileged position to say what I'm about to say, but it's my position. And this is my channel, so I'm going to say it. Yeah, we can put a lot of fault and blame on the politicians that have caused these conflicts. But also, you know, there are two people, and Islamist extremists have done terrible shit throughout the world. To say otherwise would be to lie. Now, everything's super complicated. Things require insight that we don't have. And a lot of the decisions we make are going to be based off of, one, our perspective, how we were brought up, and the way that we view these conflicts. Is it bad that this, potential child, or if it is based off of a real fact, died? Fuck yeah. It's an absolute tragedy. And we should be appalled by it. But we should also not, point the finger only in one direction.
him we cry, 'cause when he dies, we all do. Did Ahmed not deserve a life? Ahmed never hurt a fly. Ahmed never knew the politicians he was murdered by. Certain times Ahmed wished that he could be a bird and fly beyond the sky, escape the curse of birth that he was burdened by. Ahmed never grew to let your racism internalize. Water poured from every pore in his corpse while the nurses cried. Ahmed was a beautiful person, like you or I. But are we? Ahmed could have been a doctor, lawyer or an engineer. Could have been a superstar, but his life ended here. Guess he was a shooting star, burned bright and disappeared. To some he seems to represent a menace in this hemisphere. Let me hear, make the very essence of this message clear. He was precious, many die like him every year. Ahmed was a victim of resentment and relentless fear. Now his soul surfs the waves, I wish we could have kept him here.
Which is true, yeah. But it's not just one side doing fighting, dude. I don't, this is literally just propaganda, dude. Okay.
The sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, it holds his soul. They call him Ahmed. The sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, it holds his soul. They call him Ahmed.
Ahmed's ancestors introduced to Europe Greek philosophy, brought with them irrigation, mathematics and astronomy. Symbolically, irony of this horror isn't lost on me.
Why is it always so weird when, like, is like people that try to preach about against imperialism? That's like the main thing that they do, which is usually more of a socialist thing and more of a communist thing. People like Hassan Piker, you know, or Immortal Technique, people like that. They always try to talk about all of like the things that they've created, their people have, as if like that's supposed to mean something. I don't understand. Like, one, I'm a white guy, so I was taught and raised from a young age, from a millennial, you know, early millennial, almost Gen X, that we aren't supposed to have pride, like, in our people. Like, it doesn't matter what Europe did. It doesn't matter what white guys in Sweden did or the Vikings did. Their culture isn't our culture. This is America. And what matters is that what America's doing now. You know, I guess I don't get it, dude. I don't get why people would ever like I don't feel like they always feel the need to like build up like their people for like thousands of years. And it's like, okay, why are we doing that? Again, it's still like, it's propaganda, dude.
Ahmed's ancestors introduced to Europe Greek philosophy, brought with them irrigation, mathematics and astronomy. Symbolically, irony of this horror isn't lost on me. Trying to get to Europe via Greece is where he's lost at sea. Ahmed, not Ahmed, it's Ahmed, he's that dead. Toddler lying lifeless on the beach with his back bent, arms spread, reaching the direction that his dad went. If he made it here, would have been bullied for his accent. He was captured by the ocean, paralyzed and frozen while these parasites sat and tight, analyzing clothing out for resources. We all compete beyond the talk of war and peace and talk of poor.
Of course we would compete for resources. What are we talking about? As if the people of like the Arab people and the Islamic people of the Middle East don't also practice similar. Like, what are we doing? What? This is an incredibly one-sided fucking point of view.
His borders, there is corpses on the shore of Greece. They found a teddy next to where his body was found. The sea swallowed him, politics has swallowed him now, and those responsible, Ahmed's ghost will follow them now. To the family, all we can say is we are sorry he drowned, because
I wonder if you would have that criticism that led to the environment that also did that. Like the opinion or viewpoint from those of his religion or of his way of life, his parents, his leaders, his religion that probably created an oppressive patriarchal system that literally forced him down and made him go into different make him walk a very narrow path that sometimes leads into radicalization. Like, why is there no responsibility issued upon them, but we're going to sit here and talk bad against the colonizers, the ones that you were going to join? And then okay. Like, there was a reason you were going there, right? You were fleeing something, right? Right? You just didn't want to go there because it was cool. You probably wanted to stay where you're from. There's a reason you left where you're from. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
The sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, it holds his soul. They call him Ahmed. The sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, it holds his soul.
They say, let him drown, what have you done? Let him drown, no, what have we become? Don't let him drown, no, don't let him drown. And they say, let him drown, what have you done? Don't let him drown, no, what have we become? Don't let him drown, please don't let him drown.
Ahmed could have been you, and Ahmed could have been me. We need to understand the policies that put him in the sea. We need to understand why it is the beach is full of dying kids. A colonial metropole, people want to reside in.
There it is, dude. Because of imperialism. That's why he died. Had nothing to do with about the human condition, the greed and failures of humankind throughout time. No, it was just imperialism that did it. Got it. Cool. I'm glad that we're getting propaganda and music. That's awesome.
Put him in the the sea. We need to understand why it is the beach is full of dying kids. A colonial metropole people want to reside in. If he did, would he make it or fall to something that's deeper? End up like Jimmy and Benga or Khalid Abu Dharifa. A picture by Khavar Paulus on the beaches of Tarifa made me see some would grieve more if Ahmed was a creature with 4 legs. Then they would consider him legitimate. Those like him braving barbed wire, burning off their fingertips while force alien. That mentality still exists as privilege. The difference between an expat and an immigrant. For I'm a Somali and Ahmed Rasul Muhammad. When you take others' humanity, it's only yours that's stunted.
What do you... America, Canada, Europe, so many of these countries have taken in so many immigrants, and they've built wonderful, tremendously powerful lives. No one's trying to repress these people other than like modern day Republicans. Like, what the fuck?
Not a swarm, there are sisters and brothers. That's the sum of it. The cockroaches here are in the media and the government, not the sea.
See, this is where our problem is. Like, this is why we can never have like any kind of peaceful movement. Like, when you let people in and then you get called cockroaches in the process. Like, Jesus, man. And then you wonder why these people get radicalized against you and then have bad things to say. You refer to them as cockroaches, bro, instead of a governing body. Governing bodies have a lot of things going on. They are detached for a good reason because they have to worry about an entire society, not just one group of people. Like, we always need to try everything in our power to bring in as many people as possible and help reform them and give them a life that's worth living and then give them things that they can do. But some people are going to get left behind, and we mourn them when it happens. But we don't have to make a song calling everyone else pigs and disgust. Like, this is dog shit.
The sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, it holds his soul. They call him Ahmed. The sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, it holds his soul. They call him Ahmed.
Ahmed never knew the politicians he was murdered by. Ahmed never knew the politicians he was murdered by. Ahmed never knew the politicians he was murdered by.
Wait a minute, did you have something to do with it? Yes. No, yes, no. No, that Navy SEAL training was just for laughs. Wait a minute, you trained as a Navy SEAL? No, how did you know? Who said anything about Navy SEALs? I'm just a simple little terrorist. Stop interrogating me, damn it, you're good at this!
Yeah, Osama bin Laden was a terrorist. Yeah, you can't take this shit seriously, dude. Like, what the fuck? We're monsters because we make fun of terrorists? Like, if you are someone from like the Islamic religion and Arab, why are you like defending the terrorist portion of the people that like put guns to your head and tell you to do terrible shit and tell you how to believe and what to think and how to... What the fuck? What the fuck?
I used to wake up like the world was mine. Now it's just morning again. Used to talk like dreams could bend the sky. Now I just grow till it ends.